welcome to Book Buzz, brought to you by Peters Township Public Library. I am Miss Shannon.
And I'm Miss Linda, and it is time to tell you everything about March.
Wow, March.
So with March comes all that lucky green stuff. I didn't wear a green shirt, but I wore my I'm lucky
I wasn't
to
even
be
thinking about that at all this morning.
I did. I thought about it. I'm lucky to be a librarian with and when I see the thing, how did the commercial go with Lucky Charms? Lucky to eat me Lucky Charms or something? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I do now I'm going to want some little Lucky Charms.
Did you used to eat them?
Everybody ate Lucky
Yeah,
Charms.
I like Lucky Charms. So lucky to be a librarian.
Cute.
So that was well, you know what? I kind of looked for green stuff, and I don't really have a lot
I
of
definitely
green.
can tell you I don't have anything green that fits me right now.
Oh, well, yeah. She's in the pregnant state, so.
I'm limited on my choices.
Oh, well.
So blue it was. Blue fit.
Okay. All right. Well, that's just a shade off. It's all good. So we can't do March without, I was waiting for the moment to decorate.
That's your pot of gold.
Yes.
Look at that. Those are like high quality decorations
They
too, Linda.
are.
She spent
They
maybe
are.
$1.50.
All the way shipped all the way from Ireland.
Authentic.
Very authentic. This will be my pot of gold. Okay, so we're going to try something new this time. For the first episodes of the month, we're going to do a little book buzz bits,
Okay.
kind of talk about something of it. Well, hopefully
Maybe interest to
of
you.
interest. Oh, okay, of interest to me. Fine. And then the second part, we are not. We're just going to do one a month, and so you better listen now because that's all you're getting, unless you want to rewind and watch again. So, rewind. Is that even a term anymore? You don't even rewind.
I don't know if kids know what that means.
So we'll be able to spend more time.
You don't have to be
on
kind and
books.
rewind on when you go to Blockbuster anymore. That's not a thing.
Oh,
Remember the little stickers on your tape?
yeah. Oh, that's right.
Be kind,
Wow, dating ourselves. Does anybody here know what VHS tapes are?
Not in this room.
No. And so also a new thing is we are not going to be going through all of our regular programming. You know, with us talking about it, which we end up, there's so much that goes on that we have to, go through it really fast, and give you new dates and times, etc. Our regular programming that we do is going to be scrolled at the end of Book Buzz.
Right.
On all the Book
Like
Buzz.
our weekly and monthly events that come
Yes,
every
the
week.
weekly and monthly normal repeat events.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we're going to talk about each time is just our special events and book clubs, because books change, and keep it more, and lots of books. Keep it more at that. So
That's the plan.
That's the plan, but we never.
Doesn't mean that that's going to be what happens.
Especially with us, with this show. So we're hoping that works. So what that means is you have to watch the whole thing and wait till you get to the end to know what everything else is that's going on.
Yep. Take a good screenshot.
Yep, good screenshots. All right, moving on. My big chance to
I'm
do
excited to hear your buzz bits.
my buzz bits. Yep. So this had happened in February, but we have another day coming in March. So I decided to talk about it, which was on February 2nd, World Read Aloud Day, which we did.
Celebrated at
we
the library,
celebrated. Yep. We did something about that, and it is presented by litworld.org. So there's an organization that put it together. And I just wanted to read a little bit about what that is about, and then talk just momentarily on the one in March. Lit World was founded by World Read Aloud Day in 2010 in celebration of the power of reading aloud to create community, to amplify new stories, to advocate for literacy as a foundational human right. And over the last 10 years, World Read Aloud Day has evolved into a global movement of millions of readers, writers, and listeners from communities all across the world coming together to honor the joy and the power, we believe in this, of reading and sharing stories, and continue expanding the definition and scope of global literacy. I mean, yeah, of course. That's that's what we do. That's what we love about our jobs. Quickly, 3 reasons to celebrate. It's a celebration of oral storytelling, an ancient tradition. You know, that seems to be a lost art, just sitting down and telling stories.
Yeah, like telling a bedtime story.
Yeah, like making it up, or, you know, I picture...
I don't know. You tell a lot of stories.
I do? Do I make up stories?
Do they twist over it a little bit? I don't know. My mom, when she tells a story about something that maybe happened to her, she tells the same story over and over again.
Yeah. Does it change?
It does.
Okay. Well, sometimes we don't necessarily remember every detail. So
right, that's it.
we have to come up with something. So something has to fit in there. So God bless your mother. She's doing great.
Well, I mean, I think I inherited the same skill. And you tell stories too.
Oh, I know. Sharing stories has always been the way we connect to each other as humans. World Read Aloud Day is an opportunity to advocate for equity in storytelling. Sharing stories is how we learn about the world, how to navigate it, and how we define our own place in it, which is cool because, you know, just having this be a program across the world is so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and World Read Aloud Day, say that fast 10 times, is a time to advocate for literacy as a foundation human right, that our kids and people have a right to read. Studies show that daily reading aloud to children puts them almost a year ahead of children who do not receive daily read alouds, regardless of income, education level, or cultural level. How about that? Or cultural background, it's not even a level. So I thought that was really cool that we celebrate it. But then, of course, here comes March, which is Read Across America, and March 2nd, which is funny because February 2nd, Read Aloud Day. March 2nd, Dr. Seuss's birthday celebration, Read Across America. And I brought this because this is, I know that you have your favorite
That's
Dr.
up there,
Seuss book.
though.
This is?
That's up there, yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with green eggs and ham.
No, I absolutely love this one.
It's fun to read aloud to kids, for sure.
That's exactly it. And like you can be somewhere and I mean, not everybody would do this, but librarians, where you show up somewhere and all of a sudden it just moves you. There was an opportunity to say, I do not like, green eggs and ham, Sam I am. I just love it.
Oh, yeah,
this
that's a good
is
one.
my favorite Dr. Seuss book. So we will be celebrating Dr. Seuss Day, Read Across America, right?
Yep.
For
Sure,
March 2nd.
Dr. Seuss books out now that you say that.
Yeah, yes, that's true. Oh, we have the perfect cart for that. Okay, moving on. So that's our book buzz bits
All right,
for
very
the
cool.
month. Okay,
Those are some good days to celebrate. I agree with you.
They are celebrating what we do in our jobs.
And you know, the World Read Aloud, like you never really get tired of being read to. Like we talk about that. Like we like our audiobooks and stuff, and that's the same kind of idea.
Yep. We do talk about that. And I talk about other people about that, especially adults. Kids, they not so much are into like, you know, if you still have if you still have a CD player in your car.
Oh, you can use your app.
Yeah.
Too.
Or, you know, you can plug in our playaways, you know, if you have this special.
I Bluetooth my Libby app in my car.
Do you? And just play it like that. We've talked about it, love listening to stories.
Which is perfect. That's a good
is that a good one?
lead in to what I'm talking about.
All right.
So we have a new book club, brand new for March. We were supposed to start in February, but we got a little bit behind, so we're kicking off in March. It is a teen choice book club. So my teens that attend my monthly volunteer meeting, which we'll have details about at the end here, they pick the books so that they choose it in hopes that if they're choosing it, they'll actually come to the book club, right?
Right.
So we are going to be talking about the inheritance games on Saturday, March 5th at 12:30, and I am currently listening to the audiobook of this in my vehicle.
Yep, there you go.
So, and I'm really, really enjoying the audiobook. One thing that we've definitely noticed in audiobooks is the reader that has a huge impact in how well you enjoy it. So the girl that's reading this is really good and has a good teen voice. Really fun story. I'm loving it. It really makes you think, ooh, what would you do? So this girl, she's an orphan. She's living with her half sister. She's a high schooler. Her sister's young adult. And she one day goes to school and gets called to the principal's office, and this guy's in there. He's all dressed up, and he's like, you need to come to our house in Texas. I don't remember where she was living, but it's definitely far from Texas. And listen to this estate that's being read, because my grandfather just passed, and they're going to read the estate. And here, there's 3 grandkids, couple daughters. They're all bypassing this billionaire's will, and all the money and stuff is given to this teenage girl.
Wow.
She has no idea why. And so obviously it's causing some issues between the family. Like, who is she? Why is she getting all this money and all these things? So her and her sister up and moved to this like McMansion, like huge, they call it like a house, the Hawthorne house, because it's like so large. It's like this large estate. And trying to figure out why she's given all this money. She's now become a celebrity. There's paparazzi waiting outside the house all the time, because here she is, 16, whatever, getting all this crazy inheritance.
Wow.
But this guy was a celebrity because he was so wealthy and did so much with his money. So this is actually book 1 in a series, which is always fun. So then the kids enjoy it. Then they can continue reading.
I'm gonna read that.
So we're going to discuss it on March 5th at 12:30. So since that does come right around lunchtime, we're going to get a pizza lunch. So we'll have lunches included.
Nice.
Come eat some lunch with us, talk about the inheritance games. We do have all of our free copies of the book have been claimed, but I do have several copies sitting on the shelf ready to be checked out. And it is a pretty quick read. It is very, very short chapters, which is kind of nice because it makes it, good stopping points, in between classes or whatever.
Yep.
So I highly recommend it. It's a great book. Jennifer Lynn Barnes is the author, talking about it on March 5th.
Wait, I have a quick question, and I might have been sneezing through. I had couple sneezes through it. Do they know why she got the inheritance?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Okay. All right. So that's still.
And I don't know. So
I'm
I'm listening to it. Like I said, I'm about halfway through. Well, I'm on chapter 71, I think, which is about right here.
So you have no idea yet.
I don't know.
I love that.
Like what was something? Did maybe something happen? Like you don't really know much about her family, like
But
because
there has to be some.
Yeah, like if
like
her
a
mom was
tie.
maybe involved with somebody.
Yeah.
She didn't, because her mom and her used to play this game called I Have a Secret when she was little. And so she keeps thinking of she keeps rehearing her mom say, I have a secret, I have a secret. So I don't know if that's what it is.
There's got to be a secret.
There is.
Bet there's a secret.
Something. Obviously. There has to be a reason for some guy to give this random girl all this money.
And it wasn't me.
And there's talk that maybe she was a charity case that he found out about, since she was an orphan, and the story starts, she's actually living in her car because she's mad at her sister and she was living in her vehicle, and then she finds out that she has billions of dollars.
Oh boy. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
I want to read that.
It's a
that
good
sounds
one.
good. Okay. So you are going to talk about your. Remember, I didn't even know what it was.
Okay.
Donkey.
Newer to the PBS
Donkey
Kids
Hootie.
series is Don Quixote.
Oh, and I get it, Don Quixote.
Right,
from
Don Quixote, yeah.
just wanted
It
you to
is
know I wasn't slow.
another spin-off of the original Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So Don Quixote and Purple Panda are in this, and they are characters, obscure characters in the island of in the world of make believe.
Okay.
Like Daniel Tiger obviously was a little bit more.
Yeah,
known.
I never heard of them.
So I think they're like students in the school, or maybe they live like in the neighboring town. So they're only in random episodes of Mr. Rogers,
Okay,
but it is
inspired by the work.
right. So,
Okay.
But it's done by Fred Rogers Productions.
Yeah.
So when you throw a Fred Rogers name on something, you know it's going to be good, right?
Yep.
So that's a really, really cute show. Newer, it's a good show for like our preschoolers, our toddlers. And so we're going to be doing a program with Don Quixote. So we'll do
Love the
crafts
title.
and activities. We'll watch a special show. And that's going to be on Thursday, March 10th at 6:30 for our March WQED night.
Oh.
So it's cute.
Yeah, and you can lift the flaps and pull this, and
Woo!
I like that. It's like surprises. But this one comes up here.
Yeah, that will be fun to read.
Yeah, I love it merely for the title.
Don
very,
Quixote, yep.
Yeah, very clever. luck of the, well, who could be more lucky than us with all of our luck things, bringing us luck, my earrings, my shirt, our decorations. But in case that wasn't enough, we have to have a bingo game.
Yeah,
luck of the Irish bingo. So let me show you. I'm going to show you my St. Patrick's Day sample of one of my cards. And it is so much fun. You know, it's so funny that the kids love playing bingo.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it just cracks me up. And it's a family thing. So the families come in and just sit down and play rounds of bingo.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just so much fun. So they'll be playing, of course, an all-green St. Patrick's Day bingo. And then, in case that just playing wasn't enough, receiving, it's called Celebrating St. Patrick's Day, History, Traditions, and Activities, a holiday book for kids to tell them all about St. Patrick's Day.
Fun.
So they'll win.
So everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner. Absolutely. I like it that way. So, like it was posted on the screen there, it's March 14th at 6:30. It's
Very
Monday
fun.
night. Yep.
Very cool.
All yours.
All right, so for one of our Teen and Tweed Made activities in March, we are going to be doing paper quilling, which is a newer thing to me. I wasn't really familiar with it before.
Not at all.
But this is our second paper quilling program that's happening in the library because we did offer one for adults. Brandon did one, like, I think last month maybe.
Yeah.
So you take little teeny tiny strips of paper and you like roll it up kind of, and you make different designs with it. And it makes beautiful art.
It does.
It's really cool, and it's not really difficult, but it's like simple to make, but it looks really neat.
Time consuming, probably.
Maybe
with the rolling.
But I think some of the paper is like cut in a way that it makes it easier to roll.
Okay.
So
it looks so cool.
It does.
mean, that one, the sample that Miss Beth did, it's so nice.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's cool, and I was not familiar with it either.
No, so I'm excited to do that. I think that'll be fun. So that's going to be on Tuesday, March 15th. We do it for tweens and teens. So our tweens will come at 4, and then our teens will come in the evening at 7. So the tweens, you can walk right over from school and come and make this activity, and then our teens, you can come over at night and make it. And it's cool. Everybody's going to go home with a 10 by 10 canvas of an original piece of art that you're going to create here at the library.
I like it.
Yeah, it's
very
gonna be
good.
Fun.
All right.
And then cake pops.
All right. Can I just, before you even talk about it, I wrote myself notes.
I see that.
I
didn't.
I write myself notes and I highlight them and everything. And this note says, and I can read it even without my glasses, bring a cake pop. I wanted to bring one.
Oh.
To kind of just wafting, and then eat and waft.
That's like Lucas's favorite thing at Starbucks.
Aren't
they
they
a cake
fun?
pop like every
cake pops
every
are
week.
so much fun. Okay,
well,
so having
you're gonna
not
learn
brought
how
one,
to make one. You're not going to have to go buy one at a local coffee shop. You can make your own, and they're actually relatively. Well, I'm not going to say they're easy to make because that's not my thing, but because I'm not a baker. But we do have a lot of great cake pop cookbooks at the library. I did bring one, and Miss Linda actually ordered us a bunch more that'll be coming in.
Yep.
But they show you. It looks like look. I look at this and think there's no way in the world I can make this. Beth made these snowman ones that are featured here on the cover for one of her programs, and we were fortunate enough to get a sample.
We got a sample. She's our new favorite person.
Yeah, you feed us, we'll like you.
Yes.
But so she's going to teach the kids how to make cake pops, and the different stages of it. It's going to be kind of like almost like when you watch a cooking show. Like, okay, here's the first part, and that's already done. So toss that aside. Now we're going to decorate them because they do have to kind of sit, and we won't have that time. So she'll have things kind of prepped in stages for the kids to work on.
Nice.
But come to the class, which is going to be on Tuesday, March 1st. The tweens will come at 4 and the teens will come at 7. Everybody's going to get to make a couple different cake pops and decorate them and learn how to decorate them and all those things. And then check out a book so that way when you go home, you can really get creative and make some fun cake pops at home. I like this particular book because it's spiral bound. I think that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But look how yummy that looks.
Oh, that looks really good.
Yeah, and that's just not even really decorated, but then it shows you all the different little things you can use to decorate your cake pop.
That's
and
fun.
I know for the snowman, she used like little like fondant for the hat, and she's crazy. But
it was good.
It was really impressive, and the kids will get to learn how to do this, which is kind of fun. So that's going to be on March 1st, 4 o'clock for tweens, 7 o'clock for teens.
Excellent. And let's see. Oh,
This is exciting.
it is exciting. Best books for babies book shower. Say that fast. Best books.
A lot
for
of
babies.
alliteration involved
Yes.
in that one.
We started this, I don't know how many years ago. It was maybe 3 or
I
4
want to say
years.
2019 maybe.
Yeah, it could have been. And of course, then COVID, happened, and we weren't able to have it. That year, it was just great. It's for new moms of young ones or expectant moms. I think is like more helpful for them because you're going to learn about some books. Now it's called Best Books for Babies, and this is going to be held on a Saturday, March 19th at 11 a.m. We're even having snacks and games. It's going to be fun. It'll be fun shower. But the Best Books for Babies was started by University of Pittsburgh, right?
The Carnegie Library.
Or Carnegie, the Carnegie Library.
They work together maybe on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I feel like that's where we had our. Anyway, I'll go with the Carnegie Libraries, just whatever. So they started it, and they would pick out, some top children's, toddlers books, baby books for the year. And here's 2. I brought samples: Baby Up, Baby Down, A First Book of Opposites, Tummy Time Friends. Now, all of the participants are going to receive one of the books that are mentioned, and also we'll be raffling off a basket that has all of them in it.
So a great way to start your child's library. And I want to make note that the program is geared for expecting parents or parents that have a baby under 18 months old. And it does not necessarily have to be your first child, because it doesn't matter how many kids you have. It's always good to learn new literacy techniques and way to promote early literacy in your home with your child and things like that. So if you have a baby or you're going to have a baby, come.
Yes, and things change.
Right.
Things change, and new books
Trends change.
Yep, trends, and new books are coming out all the time.
Right.
So we're going to show you some of those. And then one more thing that I gave the picture of the wrong book for my tween book club. I accidentally gave them the name and picture. Sorry, guys, for the one that we're actually going to talk about on Thursday. So the book for March is called Miscalculations of Lightning Girl by Stacy Mcnulty. And I'll just read what this says on the cover. If you can survive a bolt of lightning, you can survive middle school. Right.
Really good comparison.
Yeah, lightning bolt in middle school.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty on par. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, I thought, yes. So that's what we're going to read, and we'll talk about that more next time. Cool. All right, let's do a book.
Let's take a look. So I brought, this is actually an older, it's not a recent book.
Right.
It's a few years out. It is one of the Newbery Medal winners, the crossover. I chose to bring this today because in March, it's going to become a new TV series on Disney+. And so I thought, what a great time to read the book then, because if you're going to want to watch the show, you should always read the book.
I did not know that.
Yeah, little tips. I know I'm up to date on these types of things, Miss Linda. I'd like to think. But anyways, so I'm excited about this show. It's going to be narrated by David Diggs, he's done tons of things, but he's on the Disney scene. He's most famous as being Lafayette and Thomas Jefferson in the original Hamilton. So he's narrating the story, but this is a really great book. I highly recommend it to all readers, but especially our reluctant readers, especially boys, because it's written in prose, so there's not much text per page.
A lot easier
and it's
to read.
really written almost like a rap. So the basketball, it's about twin basketball players, Josh and Jordan, and it says, a bolt of lightning on my kicks, the court is sizzling, my sweat is drizzling, stop all that quivering, because tonight I'm delivering. Raps basketball phenomenon Josh Bell. Thanks to his dad, he and his twin brother Jordan are kings on the court with crossovers that make even the toughest ballers cry. But of course, it goes through in the book. There's a romance, and the one brother meets the new girl in school, and now he doesn't want to play basketball anymore because he's more interested in her. But dad's like, no, you got to play basketball. And it's these twin brothers were inseparable, but now as their friend circles are changing, their relationship with each other is changing too. So I love it, and even some of his work, you can't really see it too good on the cover, but I forget what that's called when you make a poem out of a shape.
Yeah.
But some of them are like that. So then the
cement, aren't they?
Concrete.
Concrete.
Yes. Cement, concrete.
Yeah, concrete.
But anyway, so there's a small poem right here. That's actually his basketball on the cover, which is pretty cool. So Kwame Alexander, who I love, he wrote this book. He's written tons of other ones too, but this I highly recommend picking up the crossover. We actually did this with the book club a couple years ago too. Yep. Good choice.
And I just want to add something to that, which is really cool. We have that in a Wonder book.
Yes, we do. And Kwame, the author, reads all of his audiobooks, and he is phenomenal to listen to.
That would be really cool to listen to.
Yes, I have listened to it.
Yeah, so we've talked about our Wonder books before. Listen along, listen while you read.
It has a built-in MP3 player on it.
Yeah, so I think that would be fun. I think we might have time for one more.
Yeah.
Baraka Beats. Now, this is one of the ones that was on the list for the that reading
World Read Aloud Day.
Read Aloud Day, and so I thought I'd bring it. We even gave away.
We did give away a copy of that one.
Yeah, somebody took this one right away. I can't afford to be myself, not in middle school, not if I want to make new friends. It's Namira Sheriff's first time going to public school. She was nervous, but as long as she had her best friend Jenna by her side, she figures she can take on just about anything. Unfortunately, middle school is hard. The teachers are mean, the schedule is confusing, and Jenna starts giving the cold shoulder around other kids. Funny that
both of your book selections are about how middle school
is tough. I know.
And it's a reoccurring theme because it's true.
It's true. I remember my middle school days.
I remember it, and I prefer not to.
Me too. Yeah. Anybody here ever have a good experience in middle school?
Nope. High school's better.
Oh,
middle school, I think.
Yeah.
But
so that's
really good books,
Yeah. Well, we'll get to more next time because we won't have a lot to explain or book buzz or anything. So, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see you for the second half of March soon.
For more books and more fun.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Have a great day, everyone.
Be lucky.